It's a vibe thing. You like the vibes, yeah. It's a vibe thing. You like the vibe.
So guys, the things you're going to need for this wig is obviously your frontal, which is ear to ear. We all know that. You're going to need a dome cap. I use the mesh one, and a canvas head or a foam head, whatever head you use to stitch your wigs. Your scissors. You're going to need some T-pins to hold down your bundles and your frontal, and some thread, and your needle, of course. So here on my mannequin head or canvas head, I marked on, this is not for me, it's for my friend, so I marked where her ears are and where the frontal would be covering her side. That's how I measure on people's heads. So just, you put it on and then just measure the frontal ear to ear to like where the frontal is actually covering their hair, so nothing is left out. Now I'm just gonna stick my T-pins in the spots that I actually marked on the cap. So once you're done sticking your T-pins, you want to take your needle and thread, and you're gonna sew down right in the middle of your frontal. So, and you're not gonna go all the way from one ear to the next ear. You're just gonna start from the middle, go to one side, then start a new thread, then do the next side. That way it lays flat and it's smooth, no bumps in it. So I'm just going through the middle. I'm gonna knot it so it's secure, and once it's secure, you can take out that T-pin like I'll do. Struggling here, guys. So hard to record and do it at the same time. It's hard. So see, all secure now. You have it stationed in the middle, and now I'm just gonna work from one side to the ear, and then the middle again, back to the next side to the ear. Just like so. So you're gonna go through your dome cap and through the tip of your lace frontal. And I just wrap it once and then pull. You could wrap it twice, or you could just keep looping it. It depends on how you sew. So loop once, pull. The thread kept getting tangled. It was really annoying. And lock it in. So once you're finished sewing, it should look just like this, nice and flat, no bumps, and it should be smooth, just like so. So now we're gonna sew on our first bundle. I am gonna be doubling it, but I'm gonna show you guys a little trick so you guys have smooth sides, but you could still double at the same time. You guys probably know this trick, some of you guys, but we're gonna go in singled first, and then we're gonna attach the doubled end. And you want to stitch it, the first track, right by the frontal, the beginning of the frontal, and we're just going to stitch it around. And I only knot my tracks at the very first one that I stitched. That's when I knot, and otherwise I just loop it, and then knot it at the ends. So now I'm adding in the second one, so it's doubled. So if you do it single just a little bit by the beginning, and make sure it's smooth, so if you want to pull your hair back, it's not all lumpy, it's smooth, because when you double it, it is more bulkier. So when you single it, it'll be smooth, and then you could just double it within the middle, because the middle, it's always just gonna lay flat and smooth. So now this is where you're going to use the same trick that we did at the beginning, but you're going to use it during the flip over method. So this is where the sides will be flat and you're still doubling, but the sides will be singled. So I'm just going to stitch 2 more times before I start singling that side. So here now, I'm just going to split it. So the bottom track, I'm going to still stitch towards the frontal. And then the top track, I'm just going to leave hanging. And once I flip over that track, I'll pick up that second track that's hanging. So just keep sewing as you usually would, but only sewing one width. So now that you flipped over your track, you see that track is still hanging, and then you're just going to connect the two and just keep looping and looping. And once you get to that track that's hanging, you're just going to loop over it too. So include both of the tracks. So loop, loop, and then you're going to go under both. So that way it's stuck together and it lays flat. And then just keep stitching as you usually would. So this is how it should look after you sewed in your first bundle, and you want to sew it right to the lace frontal so there's no gaps. So right at the ends, like, you shouldn't see any gaps. It should be laying exactly close together. And now just continue stitching side to side all the way up until the top. So now we're getting towards the top. As you get towards the top, it's gonna just start going across side to side. Like, you're not really gonna have that smiley face bend. And then you want, the track is eventually just gonna end up straight so that it can close up your whole wig. So just keep stitching side to side. And then now, once you get to the top, it should look like a straight line, kind of. And you just wanna stitch one more track right to the lace frontal. But I don't stitch over it. People say you should stitch over it, but I find it lumpy. I stitch just right to it so there's no gaps. So this is how it looks, flat, and it's not right on top of the frontal, but it's right beside it so there's no gaps. And this is the final product on my mannequin head. I did not cut the lace yet because I'm going to cut it when it's on my friend's head. And this is her wearing her wig. What lace? Looks like it's growing out her scalp.